another day, another DPT, and I cannot believe we are already on Absolute Powerforce. This is the last set of Season 1 of 5Ds, the set marking the end of the best arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. And that also means we are not that far from the end of this season, which is wild to think about, especially because I've only won one match. I really want to work on that. And luckily, Absolute Powerforce is going to give us some solid cards to work with. Let's hope we pull the good ones and we can start winning. This first pack is not super great though. Reptilian Rage is a really solid equip, but nothing else here really worth talking about. Alright, so this right here is the best card in the set, arguably. Alien Brain says, if a reptile-type monster is controlled by, or you control, is destroyed by battle, take control of the monster that destroyed it, and it becomes a reptile. This is a gigantic payoff for any kind of alien or reptilian strategy, which is going to get much better as we get cards like Naga, making reptiles extremely strong. I am very interested in pulling out these snakes. Power Invader is decent. It's like almost Cyber Dragon if you squint like really hard. And Machine Assembly Line could be good if we ever play a machine deck. Don't know that we will though. Lairware, another one worth talking about. This is hugely powerful removal for any sort of insect strategy. Again, I don't know that we'll be able to build insects, but if we can, this card is going to be absolutely enormous. As you guys know, removal comes at a massive premium in our format. Oh, a third of the way through, and our first holo is more Majestics. Why not? I doubly can't summon this one. I have no Majestic Dragon, and I don't have an RDA. But hey, you know, it's more Ghost Rails. What else is new, you know? Inverse Universe is a decent combat trick at least, but man, I'd really like some playable high rarities, please. Oh, I like that one. XX Saber Hyunlei is absolutely insane. This requires... yeah, it requires a non-tuner X-Saber, so it might be hard to set up, but we do get some X-Sabers in the next set. And if we can summon this, it's absolutely nuts, so we might have to see if we can build around that. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that makes up for any number of useless Majestics. Drill Warrior. This is incredible. We have 3 Quick Draw. We have 2 other Quick Draw targets to pay off with it. This is massive. I cannot overemphasize how good this is. This is a 1-card win condition if we are able to summon it, and I think we do have ways to go to do so. This is huge. Drill Warrior might have to be the way we go this episode. This card is unbelievable. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. We are not talking about it. That's our second Lairwire, and I believe the third Naga. Very good pickup. Playset of Alien Brain as well. We're doing pretty well in the commons, and we've gotten at least one incredible holo. So I certainly don't think I'm going to be re-rolling these anytime soon, even though we really aren't finding much in a lot of these. The set has a few absolute bangers, but a lot of stuff we may have some trouble really building around. Gravekeeper's Descendant would be good if we hadn't banned Spy, but we did, so it's not. Coming up on the last 3 packs here, I haven't really found much exciting in the close. That is huge though. I was gonna say I would be disappointed if I didn't pick up at least one Vasky, but finding one is extremely good, gives us another big reptilian payoff. Ion Core Specimen Lab, pretty useless because we don't have Ion Core itself. Last pack, can we find anything else crazy? It looks like we can't, but that doesn't matter. These weren't amazing pulls, but we got all the commons we want. And more importantly, we got the Drill Warrior. That is absolutely gigantic. And I'm really hoping I can find a way to make this card work.
Hello! Hello world and all who inhabit it, welcome back to Double Progression Trouble! Last episode was terrible. I'm gonna try to make this one less so. I don't necessarily know if I can guarantee this episode to be less terrible. This episode Sophie will be getting her hands on a couple copies of Ronin Totem, which is, say it with me now, another piece of support for the fucking frog archetype. Now, the frogs and the toads at this point are definitely going to be less powerful than they were at the TCG at this point, what with us having banned Substitoad and Flip-Flop Frog, but Sophie will still have access to Ronin Totem and, I almost said Cope Frog, Dupe Frog and Swap Frog, and also Fishborg Blaster as an essential package that we do have to keep in mind. For our purposes, we are primarily looking for the Reptilian archetype in Absolute Powerforce, which is going to be the first pack we're opening today. We could definitely see ourselves using the last Redoer ticket here if this pack opening goes particularly poorly, but for right now, let's just get opening it and see what we end up with. Alright, pack number 1. Reptilian Rage is an basically functional equip card that's nonetheless maybe less good than, like, just Mask of Brutality. Kudaris would be better if we hadn't banned a Legendary Ocean, but is still pretty good removal. And ooh, Viper's Rebirth is kind of cute. It needs all monsters in the graveyard to be reptile type, which is not great in terms of, like, going into the extra deck, so maybe not. Okay, Reptilian Gardna is very important, and Widespread Dud is a pretty good form of removal. You have to jump through hoops, more hoops to play this card than you do a lot of the kind of older DM era removal, but in our limited format, this probably will see play. Okay, Reptilian Vasky is a very good card, needs a little bit of setup, needs us to go pretty much all in on the Reptilian package, but very, very strong once it gets on the field. This is an ultra rare I've never seen in my life. And I probably never will see it again in my life because it's quite bad. This is really a weird card and not that good. Okay, so Reptilian Serpent is pretty bad. Changing Destiny seems to be less useful than just, like, playing Kunai with Chain. And this is a rare XX Saber. Oh, it has to be destroyed by a card effect. Yeah, not that good. Now, Pandaborg is quite good. It power creeps Dr. Cranium as a way to search psychic monsters, which is not difficult to do because Dr. Cranium is a bad, bad card. We really, really want a playset of this. Okay, so this is like a reverse telepathic power. Ooh. Hold up. I remember this being really good in Duel Links. Oh, it has to be, you have to roll the dice a little bit to make this work out to your advantage, so we really, really need to build around this to make it good. That's a second copy of Vasky. Dragon Dwelling in Deep. Why did Konami never stop printing terrible super rare cards? Why did they never, like, have that thought of maybe we should make, like, the high-end cards really, really good? Another Reptilian Gardna. Our Reptilian pool is pretty unimpressive right now. This is a unfortunate place to be as we reach the halfway point. It's just trying so hard to make the Earthbound Immortals remotely playable. They're trying so hard. Another fucking dragon dwelling in the deep. Okay, that's our playset of Gardna. Second Pandaborg. Ooh. Hold up. Do we have a fucking Majestic Dragon in our collection? We might be faced with the same problem as Sophie, actually. No, so we pulled a fucking Majestic Red Dragon, reflecting Sophie pulling a total of 4 copies of Majestic Star Dragon. but no Majestic Dragon. We too are stuck with this boss monster without a Majestic Dragon, and therefore just unable to summon it. Drill Synchron is useless because we're just going to play Quick Draw Synchron. Alright, Reptilian Naga is a very important Reptilian card, and this is only our first copy, 17 packs in. That's really not a good sign. Requires a lot of setup. Okay, that's our second Reptilian Naga, and that's our playset of Vasky. Okay, that's our playset of Naga, playset of Pandaborg. Alright, last pack. I think I have to think about this one. I think I have to sit on this for just a minute and make a decision. Okay, I wanted to double check the available pulls, but yeah, we are saving the draft to the collection. There's no reason to use a reroll ticket. We essentially got everything we were looking for. We could reroll to try to go for the kind of stretch cards. I think there's like a really good synchro, at least a couple of really good synchros here. Yeah, Drill Warrior was the one I was thinking of. We could try to reroll for a Drill Warrior or a Battle Fader. Those are some generically pretty solid cards, but overall, if we were to reroll, we would really run the risk of losing the commons that we did end up finding. So we are just going to save this draft to the collection, save our final reroller for later in the season, and let's give the next pack in the lineup a little bit of a crack.
Next up, as we pass into the 5D Season 2 era, we have the Shining Darkness, the set that ended Edison format. Now, the Shining Darkness is a set that doesn't come up often in discussions of the most impactful Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets of all time, and frankly, I think people are giving it a bad rap. The Shining Darkness is a Neo-Duelist Alliance level shift in the game, in my opinion, introducing X-Sabers and Infernity with a ton of new support, creating the first real modern turn 1 combo decks in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! This set changed the landscape of the game forever, in constructed. It's kind of mid at low rarity, so let's see if we can find anything. Tetsuru Erat Newman. That card is relevant in Modern, but not right now. Oh, now that is an incredibly interesting pickup. Herald of Perfection, one hell of a win condition, but it does require a lot of things to go right in order to set it up, and I'm not sure if we have the card pool to enable it. I'll take a look though. Spore could be relevant. It's a very good card, although we don't have that many good plants. I don't know if we will be playing it. X-Saber Pastoral, also very important. We only got one Reinforced Truth, but we did get one Reinforced Truth, giving us kind of another E-Tele for a 2-note. It's probably worth playing. Also very funny, there's Power Tour Dragon support in here. So, you know, if we want to play Power Tour again, we could do that. Bird of Roses, our first holo. That is a little interesting. This card's not great. It's alright to plant support, but nothing really to shake a stick at. Well, 1/3 of the way in, and we really have not found anything. I found 2 Infernity Beetle, which is fine, but I think realistically we aren't going to get enough to play Infernity. There's Zero Max. That's another Infernity support spell. But the issue is, even if we do end up pulling well, Infernity Archfiend is not available in a main set, and without that card, I just don't think we can play it. Halfway through, and still nothing really worth talking about. We found some decent commons, but they are just commons, they were almost guaranteed. Gen X Undyne, very relevant, I will say, because the Ronin Totem is in this set, meaning Frog Monarch is about to go hard, but I don't know. It's just commons, man. We are not finding too much exciting. Right, there is a Ronin Totem. I think that's actually our first one. Very happy to pick that up. I would be deeply disappointed to miss out on that. Really hoping to find something actually useful here. We really have not gotten much out of the Shining Darkness. There are some X-Sabers, And I would love to find some in order to enable that Hyunlei we just got. But instead we're gonna get Trust Guardian. So, you know, there's that. I mean, that is a generic synchro. Black-winged dragon is here in Ghost Rare even. Unfortunately, this card is the lamest Signer Dragon, and is also the worst one, probably, in terms of actual gameplay. This card's effect is almost totally irrelevant, but having a generic 8 with more attack might be good enough, I guess. Oh, speaking of generic 8s, Infernity Doom Dragon, actually a solid pickup. This does require a Dark Tuner, but if we can empty our hand, this is just removal. That's a really good pickup. I'm happy about that. Alright, and just like that, we are coming up on the last pack. Can we find anything good in the clothes? I really just want another Ronin Totem. And doesn't look like we got it. Did we actually only get one Ronin? I might actually consider re-rolling if we only got one Ronin. But we did get some decent synchros, so let me think about it for a minute. Alright, after giving it some thought, I think I am going to hold on to these pulls. One Ronin sucks, but we can get away with one, as long as we can avoid the one Ronin totem getting banished. And pulling two decent synchro monsters is, honestly, probably above average for this set in draft. So we are going to take that, put it into the collection, and try to get a deck together. We really gotta start winning, but fortunately we have some options to do so.
Alright, 24 packs of the Shining Darkness. This pack is pretty much Ronin Totem and a bunch of other stuff, so we will see what we get here. I forgot to mention, the Infernity cards are in this set, but not all of them. There are some key Infernity support that is not present in the Shining Darkness, meaning that this isn't really a playable archetype in our format. It's not going to be the game breaker that it was in the TCG. The Watts are in here, but most of them are quite bad. And then I guess Chaos Trap Hole might be like a decent side card. Ooh! Okay, so that's our first Ronin Totem. That is our first copy of Spore, which is a very, very good card historically. We need a plant package of some kind to make it really, really pop, but good thing to keep in the back of our mind. Pashul is probably a really solid tuner as long as you get rid of it as soon as possible. Gen X Controller is kind of nifty. This is our first tuner that is also a vanilla. We still have Swing Set of Memories in our collection, so tuners that can be special summoned in any way are worth keeping in mind. Meanwhile, we got the Synchro that I am actually not familiar with. Okay, this is actually not a bad payoff for plants. Splendid Rose is pretty good. We might need to take a look at our plant pool at some point. I feel like between this and the other synchro that we have that is plant specific, there is probably a strategy here. And then we have a new Blackwing card. It's like really bad Battle Fader. Possibly useful, but definitely not as good as other cards we could pull. Okay, so Trust Guardian is a way we can tune up for a synchro that can't be destroyed by battle. Okay, Gen X Undyne is, if we have some Gen X controllers in our collection, that's pretty fucking solid. Okay, why are we jumping through so many hoops for a 1500 attack monster? Jesus Christ. Blackwing Dragon, second copy of Spore. Oh, and Gen X controller. We do have this for the Undyne. That's actually really solid. Another kind of synchro card where you really have to jump through hoops to make it function. Okay, so this is a super rare Watt Giraffe, essentially power creeps Jinzo number 7. This is really good if we can get the Watt lock set up, but it's so difficult to get the Watt lock set up. There's so much fucking setup that you need to do. Then there's an electromagnetic shield. Oh, electromagnetic shield. This is a card that can be used with Battery Man, duh. Okay, second, Gen X Undyne, and definitely our playset of Gen X Controller. What is Key Mouse? If we get some Beast support, that's maybe something. Definitely our playset of Spore. If you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's actually pretty good. And that's a 2-star monster as well. That's actually useful. That I am so used to reading every single Blackwing card that has been released since exactly the episode where Sophie and I played a Blackwing Mirror and being hopelessly disappointed in how bad they are. This is definitely the best Blackwing card I have read in several episodes. Sure, fine, cool. That's a second copy of Splendid Rose. What is Dragon Laser? Archetypes I am not familiar with. God, that sucks. This is an ultra rare Blackwing. It kind of sucks in our format. I can imagine this being pretty useful if we still had, Whirlwind in the format, but we do not. I think the Gen X package at this point is seeming basically functional, and Into the Void as a $5 ultra rare, it's just another copy of Upstart Goblin that has a lot more downside. Maybe worth keeping in mind. Intercept Wave is an ultra rare, and then have I read Dread Dragon? We're gonna read it if we haven't. That's our playset of Ronin Totem. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, hold on. Wait, that's crazy. What the fuck? Alright, that is actually kind of a huge removal card. I guess the downside of it is that it doesn't return them to the extra deck until the end phase. But still, this seems important. Ooh, and Dread Dragon is a, searcher. That's not bad. Alright, last pack. I didn't have high expectations for this pack, but I have pretty much liked what I have been seeing. And yeah, you know, that's our, I believe, playset of Pashul. Yeah, that was pretty solid. We'll add this to the collection. And then really, really quick, I do get to open 2 extra packs of something since I won the extra match last episode. So we will go 2 more times for that Drill Warrior. Alright, 1 more. Nope. That is fine. I can't complain about the openings we did today. We're looking at a pretty good Reptilian strategy with also, I would say, a pretty competent Gen X package. There's even some dragon stuff that I find interesting, although the dragon stuff probably isn't worth playing now that we don't have smashing, stamping destruction as a spell and trap removal kind of payoff. But yeah, we will save all this to the collection, see what we end up brewing.
I'll be honest with you, this is not the reptile deck I expected to be playing today. Reptilians just came out and they are really good. But oh baby, you know I gotta cook. You know I can't just play the best deck. So we are bringing back the Aliens, one of the deck that brought me a smashing victory when I was losing a bunch in GX. Now, is this deck as good as Reptilian? Legitimately, I think it might be. Alien has gotten some absolutely insane support cards in the 5Ds era, and abuses some of the good generic reptile support more than Reptilian can. Let's get into it. First of all, we've got 1 Alien Ammonite. This is our tuner. It would be a lot better if we had a generic 5. Unfortunately, being level 1 makes it pretty awkward to go into useful synchros, but it is still a very searchable tuner, so worth playing. 2 Alien Dog can be special summoned when you normal an Alien, and when you do so, places 2 A counters on opponent's monsters. Very good to get our counter generation going. Triple Alien Gray, you know this guy. It places counters, it draws cards, just a ton of value. Then we have a few tributes. Alien Mother, which is like Dollar Store Goyle Guardian, and 2 Alien Overlord, which can be tribute summoned or special summoned by removing 2 A counters from anywhere on the field. Then, once per turn, it can place a face-up or it can place an A counter on all of your opponent's monsters. This is A counter generation that can also, under some circumstances, just be a free 2200. Fantastic card. Alien Skull is trash, but I needed slightly more names, so here it is. Banning Shock Trooper legitimately mattered for this deck. The 1 Alien Telepath is Factor Removal, wish I had more. Alien Warrior is a big body and also a counter generation. And then we're playing some generic stuff. 1 Krebs, 1 Psychic Commander, and 2 X-Saber Casual. These are our Synchro packages, giving us targets for E-Tele and Reinforced Truth, respectively, giving us easy access to bigger Synchros. And 1 Reptilian Naga, a decent generic card, that's also our damage equals reptile target. Then we have a bunch of spells and traps, and oh, there is some sauce in here. 1 Eclipse, the 1 E-Tele, 2 Instant Fusion, Tribute to the Doomed. Changing Destiny, a mediocre combat trick, half or nothing, an even worse combat trick. Damage equals reptile, Reinforced Truth, the Selection, and then the good stuff. The 2 big payoffs for aliens are Mysterious Triangle and Planet Pollutant Virus. Mysterious Triangle, as a quick play, destroys any monster with an A counter, then summons an alien from deck. The monster you summon from deck dies in the end phase, but who cares? The tempo swing is just absolutely gigantic. In the right circumstances, Planet Pollutant is even more devastating. By tributing an alien, you destroy all monsters your opponent controls without A counters, and then place a counter on every monster they summon for the next 3 turns. This card's incredible. It's a board wipe, it's reliable A counter generation for Mysterious Triangle. It is just everything you could ever want. And then lastly, Alien Brain, the big reptile card that made this deck viable this episode. If a reptile is destroyed by battle, you can just steal the monster that killed it, make it a reptile, and it's just yours forever. This card is unbelievable. And the reason to play Alien is that they abuse it better than Reptilian does. Alien has a bunch of reptiles that are kind of small and are happy being destroyed, whereas Reptilian's often sitting on stuff like Naga or 2K Defenders, things that are unlikely to be destroyed by battle. Reptilian do have other powerful tools, but Alien Brain is just unbelievable and I want to get more value off it. So that's the main deck, it's pretty good, a bunch of generic good synchros and also Majestic Red is here. And then in the side deck, we are specifically built to beat Reptilian or Frog. Twister is a generic good card, but other than that, we are playing 2 Gap the Divine Soldier and 2 Chaos Trap Horror to beat Reptilian. We have Deck Devastation Virus and Inverse Universe with potential big bombs, and then 5 of the most mediocre banish cards you've seen in order to banish Ronin Totem. So, I legitimately think this deck is good. I hope it is, because I am not winning many games, and I would really love to do so. Aliens came through for me once before in the time of GX. Let's see if they can do it in the Synchro era.
I am not fully convinced on Reptilians, to be honest with y'all. I actually jumped between a couple of different deck lists. I think the format is in a pretty interesting space where there are a lot of different options. And while this list has a lot of really powerful 2-card combos, I also feel like a lot of these cards really need those 2-card combos to function at all, whereas past strong decks like Psychics and Blackwing could function more if you didn't draw the exact combination of cards that you were looking for, because the cards were a little bit more individually powerful then. I have a sneaking suspicion that the best deck in the format might just still be Psychics, and running that deck back might be the best option for winning the game today. But I am 4 points in the lead, and I do want to give this deck a try, and I think I have enough flexibility to give it a whirl. So yeah, we're gonna play Reptilians today. The boss monster of the deck is this lady called Reptilian Vasky. She's comparable in power level to Dork Arm Dragon and Batteryman Industrial Strength, but one thing she has that those cards don't is that she's really, really searchable. You can add one from your deck to your hand just by destroying a Reptilian Gardna, which can be special summoned with Mother Grizzly copy, meaning this card is really, really accessible to us, at least in terms of adding it to the hand. We do need to do some additional setup in terms of getting monsters with 0 attack on the field, but if we do summon her, she's powerful enough that we do probably win the game. We are playing 3 copies of Reptilian Naga. She cannot be destroyed by battle. During my end phase, it does go to attack position, but it's still not a sure thing for Sophie to just attack into her, because any monster that attacks into her has their attack changed to 0. So a very wildly useful card. We're playing 3 copies of Reptilian Gardener, 2k Defender, and a Searcher. Really nice card. I've decided to only play 2 copies of Reptilian Viper because it's just so useless if your opponent doesn't have a monster with 0 attack, but if they do, then you can pull off some really crazy combos with this card. I'm playing 3 copies of Reptilian Skilla. This card's effect is similar to Viper, not the strongest thing in the world because it's situational, but it's a Reptilian, it's a reptile, and it has 1800 attack, so I figured it was useful enough for that reason. We're playing 1 copy of Reptilian Medusa. I don't want to go higher than 1 for now, just because, again, it's searchable, and we also have 2 copies of Vasky in the deck as a available boss monster, but Medusa is still a really good card. Here's a little treat from deep within my collection. Gale Lizard is still legal. This card is essentially just Griefkeeper's Guard, but it also has really good synergy with Alien Brain, and worst come to worst, we can special summon it off of Mother Grizzly as a way to go into our extra deck. We are playing 2 copies of Mother Grizzly. To be honest, this card might actually be too strong. We unbanned a couple cards at the beginning of the season, and this was one of them. I genuinely think that might have been a mistake, because Mother Grizzly has just continued to be fucking fantastic. We are remaining 2 copies of DD Crow because Ronin Toden was released today, and there's a really good chance that Sophie's gonna go back on the frogs, and even if she doesn't, there are a lot of really good functionalities that this card has, so I'm willing to give it a try in the main deck. We're playing 3 copies of Krebons. I don't think I've run a single deck this season that didn't max out on Krebons. And then for spells, we've got triple Upstart, because again, I'm a little nervous about how much this deck seems to rely on 2-card combos, so we're trying to run a 37-card deck. 2 copies of Reptilian Spawn. Ideally, we would like a 3rd copy of this, and this is definitely going to be the main thing we're focusing on for the packs that we open between games. We're playing 2 copies of Book of Eclipse, 1 Emergency Teleporter to go with our triple Krebons, 3 Alien Brain. This is a pretty good card. It's not the best thing in the world because a lot of our reptile monsters like Naga and Gardener are meant to be like big walls and aren't necessarily going to be destroyed by battle, but when it goes off, it's really, really good. Speaking of when it goes off, it's really, really good. Widespread Dud is a really solid removal card. I was messing around with this card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, because that's how I test my decks when Leah's busy with her schoolwork. And this card has a lot of absolutely nutso interactions, especially with, like, Reptilian Gardener. We're playing 2 copies of Fairy Wind. Really good way to remove face-up spell and trap cards, and honestly just gorgeous card art, no notes. And then we're playing 2 copies of Limit Reverse. A lot of the cards in this deck have 1000 or less attack, meaning we can special summon them with Limit Reverse, and this card goes really well with Widespread Dud, or Reptilian Gardener, or especially with Reptilian Gardener and Widespread Dud. In the side, we're playing 1 copy of Psychic Commander. Maybe I should be maining this, actually, just in terms of, like, having enough cards that Emergency Teleport doesn't end up being a brick. I guess it's, like, more on the unlucky side of hands that we draw 3 Krebons before we draw Emergency Teleport. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're actually going to put 1 DD Crow into side to start off, and we are going to throw a Psychic Commander into main, just on the strength of, like, maybe Sophie is not playing a deck that DD Crow is good against. I think she probably is. I think we're just starting to get into that point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where DD Crow is kind of good against every deck, but just in case, we will start off with Psychic Commander in the main. We're playing 1 more copy of Gale Lizard in the side, as well as 2 copies of Oshalon. I'm not sold on this card being a necessity in this format, because Reptilian Gardener already facilitates so much searching, and Mother Grizzly is a way to get out that Reptilian Gardener, but if I'm wrong, we can bring it in. 1 more copy of of Book of Eclipse, 1 more copy of Fairy Wind, 1 more copy of Limit Reverse, and triple Destruction Jammer in case Sophie is running a lot of stuff that destroys monsters. We're also playing 1 Blast with Chain, 1 Kunai with Chain, and triple Ally Mind. Our extra deck is looking a little sad without the Instant Fusion package and also without Goyo Guardian, but we still got some good stuff going on here. Magical Android, Iron Chain Dragon. I am running the 2 copies of Splendid Rose, even though it is a vanilla in this deck because I'm not running any plant monsters. It is still a generic 6 that I can go into if I absolutely need to, or I want to get something that has 2200 attack on the field. We also have Ancient Fairy Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and the unsummonable Majestic Red Dragon. Interested to see how this one goes. It might be another mirror match, but it might be just like a matchup against frogs once again. We will have to see. I will see y'all on Dueling Book. Sophie, can you believe that in terms of pack opening, we're over the halfway mark in the 5Ds era? We are really getting along, and before you know it, we're gonna be opening some Zexal packs.
Yeah, no, I was talking about that in my pack opening. It's nutty. It's crazy. Like, we just crossed over the threshold into packs released during 5D's Season 2, when the show became much less good. So that's a little bit sad, but wow.
We have crossed over into, we are in post-Edison format now, is what we are in.
It's true. Edison is gone, and oh god, I won 1 match in the entire time it was here. I'm really hoping to take a win today here.
We will have to see about that. I am... Ooh, that's not a bad way to start.
It is not.
Good luck, have fun, may your cards be shiny and your combos strategizable.
I am confused and concerned by your extra deck.
Don't worry about it.
What reason is there possibly to not play 15? Okay. Alright, you know what? Not the best hand, but it'll do. I was sort of hoping to keep this a little bit of a surprise. We will reveal it now. So first I'm not going to reveal anything. I'm going to set 1 card. And now, Jess, you know, I got my first win in 5Ds with a deck
you're playing
that
frogs
well.
again? You're playing frogs again? Is this
oh,
something
no,
I'm
no.
supposed to be?
I've moved on to my next trick. I will normal summon Alien Skull and end my turn.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Sure. Cool, I guess. Alright, what the fuck does Alien Skull do?
Oh, it doesn't do shit. This card sucks. I just needed more names.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm not revealing anything this particular turn. I'm just gonna set a couple and pass it on to you.
Alright, so you set a monster, which tells me absolutely nothing, because the 2 best decks right now both just want to set a 2k defender and pass. So how do we want to do this? Well, if you are playing either of the decks I think you are, then hitting this set does nothing. So I'm just gonna switch my score to defense and pass it back.
Okay. We will go Upstart Goblin here.
Life points? For me? You're so kind.
And, we're just gonna pass it there.
Fair enough. Interesting. I am going to set 1 and pass.
Well, we gotta do something at some point. I will reveal what I'm playing, and the way that I'm gonna do that is tribute Reptilian Naga in order to summon Reptilian Medusa.
Yo, reptile v reptile, baby.
Alright, we will see who is the more powerful reptile.
That is fine, unfortunately.
Okay, and that's gonna do it for me.
Ooh. Oh my god, that is an unbelievable draw. We can do a lot here. I do need to think a little. There are a couple ways I could go about this. Don't mind me, looking in here. Just looking at my guys. Little bit of an awkward draw.
I'm very confused about the we can do everything to little bit of an awkward draw pipeline.
No, here's the thing. We can do everything. There's just two different ways I could do everything. And the question is which one's better.
Fair enough.
Alright, you know what? This is cooler. We're doing it. I am going to normal summon Alien Ammonite.
Okay, so you can special summon an alien skull, and this thing is a 2.
Yep. We're gonna trigger Alien Ammonite Chain Link 1, Alien Dog Chain Link 2 to special itself and place 2 A counters.
Okay.
So we'll summon Dog, I'll toss 2 counters on your Medusa over there.
Alright, do the counters do anything right now?
If an alien battles with Medusa, it'll lose 300 attack for each counter during damage calc.
Okay.
But I don't think we're even going to battle. I'm going to activate Mysterious Triangle, targeting Medusa.
Sure.
So I will destroy it because it has an A counter, and then summon a level 4 or lower alien from deck.
Alrighty.
They will die during the end phase. We are going to grab... I could just try to do a ton of damage. But that's close enough. It's probably better. Yeah, I will summon Alien Dog.
Okay.
And let's go. Time to battle.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
On attack deck, I will limit reverse.
Interesting.
We are going to special summon Reptilian Naga.
Has to be an attack. Yeah, that's fine. I'll redeclare with Ammonite.
Okay, so everything that attacks Naga goes to 0.
Indeed. I'll hit it with Skull.
Alright.
Hit it with Dog.
Cool.
Got another one. Okay, that's fine. I will just go to main phase 2.
Okay.
And we'll take all these funny little 0 attack monsters here. And I will synchro summon Stardust Dragon.
Sounds good. The old friend has returned.
Oh no, I'm not using the Stardust Auto. No! Oh, I miss you, Giga Chad Stardust. Well, that's slightly sad, but it is what it is. You're good to go.
Alrighty, so I am gonna go, Reptilian Spawn.
Alright, that card's good.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. We're gonna banish Reptilian Medusa.
Sure.
I actually think we're gonna go to battle phase and just get in with Reptilian Naga here. I'm gonna take 2,500.
Yeah, that's fine. Stardust drops to 0.
Okay, we'll go to main phase 2, and I am going to be tributing your Stardust Dragon and my Reptilian Naga in order to special summon Reptilian Vasky.
That is a nutty card, but unfortunately so is this.
The reptiles unfortunately have betrayed me.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sad to do it. I love Vasky, but also it will kick my ass.
I haven't normaled yet, so I will just go ahead and set this, set that, and pass.
Draw for turn. Not an amazing draw. We will just run out Alien Telepath.
Okay, you can remove an A counter from an opponent's monster to destroy a spell or trap card.
Yeah, it's just a guy, you know? It's
Yeah.
just a fucked up little slug. Just here to slug around. I'm gonna try to clear the tokens.
Okay.
Wow.
And that is the tokens.
Main phase 2, I'll set 1. Right back to you.
I am going to normal summon Reptilian Skilla.
Ooh, alright.
We'll go to battle phase, try to clear telepath.
Whoa, Jess. Not so fast. Before you can attack, you must choose. Half or nothing.
Yep, that is certainly a card. I guess I gotta choose nothing in this situation.
Seems correct.
Yeah. And otherwise, you are good to go.
We are very close to having a very funny lethal line, but unfortunately we don't quite get there. I don't think, no, we don't. Alright, I think in that case, I can't really get aggressive, I'm just gonna set and pass.
Okay, main 1, we will set 1, and we're gonna proceed to battle. Let's try it again.
Well, I can't stop the attack, but I can damage equals reptile here.
Yeah, so you can summon a reptile monster with 200 or less attack.
I can indeed.
Okay.
And it may come as a shock to you. It may come as a massive surprise to know it's gonna be this one.
Alrighty, yeah, Reptilian Naga is a pretty good card, it turns out.
It's decent.
Your move.
Alright. We are... Wow. We are actually really close to lethal here. If we Naga crash... Trying to think if there's a way for me to kill. There might be. So... We could also do that. If I do that, what happens? Yeah, I can't quite get lethal. No matter how I swing it, but we can get real dang close. I will switch Naga to attack position.
Alrighty.
And I will normal summon Alien Warrior.
Sounds good to me.
I will go battle, let's try it. Naga into Scylla.
Yep, that will be 1800 out of your life points, but my monster will be going to 0.
And in addition, I would like to trigger damage equals reptile.
Alrighty.
Really wish I had a second alien ammonite here, but alas, I don't get to have such things. So we're just gonna summon another 1800 guy.
Alrighty.
And we will go Warrior attack Scylla.
I will
put you at
go
a hot
all
100.
the way down to 100 life points, but I do have an alien brain on destruction of Skilla.
I mean, that seems good.
Yeah.
That does seem good.
I would like to steal your alien warrior, and guess what? It gets turned to a reptile!
Oh my god, that's fucked up. What the hell? Alright, wait a minute. No, it doesn't quite work out either way. Well, regardless, we will just try dog into a face down. I want to see what you're up to.
Nothing interesting. It's just Reptilian Viper.
Oh, okay, so it's just a guy. Interesting. I think... Man, I'm so close.
No shit.
To having... Oh, never mind, I just read what this card does. I'm actually not that close. It's fine, go ahead.
We'll go to main 1, battle, and we will crash to get my monster off the field.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Alien Warrior's effect is not relevant here, so that's a little...
Sad life for me.
Bonus point. And then we'll go to main phase 2. I am going to set 1 card, and I will pass.
Alright, come on, show me some sauce. That's not actually that saucy, I will say. Man, it almost is. Why monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Gotta go face down? That's like fucked up. Alright. I'm pretty sure if I do this, we get lethal somehow. I will sack off the dog to summon Alien Overlord. Which is a vanilla right now, because you have no face-up monsters.
Turn, you can place one 8 counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls. Okay, cool.
I will go to battle. We will Overlord here.
That is going to be my Reptilian Gardener.
Ooh.
And
Yo, this bitch certain.
with Reptilian Gardener, I am going to search from my deck to my hand another copy of Reptilian Vasky.
That's pretty good when I already have a Naga in play. Speaking of Naga, I'm gonna fucking send her in.
Alright, it's Mother Grizzly. 1,000, but you do get to damage equals reptile again.
Oh, and you know I'm damaged. Wait, do I even have targets that do anything? I don't really. I'll still do it because it's funny. Alright, behold my fucking alien gray.
Alrighty. So its effect doesn't even do anything. It's only when it's been flipped face up.
Oh yeah, it's just a guy. I'll just go to main phase 2. We will Overlord, give that Grizzly a counter.
Alright.
Get fucking counted, idiot. Then it's back to you. Once Dwelling Block decides. Okay, it actually is DB lag this time. I'm 100% sure.
So, we have Limit Reverse here.
Seems decent.
We will, there's not really, a difference between Viper and Naga here, I don't think. So,
No, just need a 0.
yeah. So we are going to tribute my Naga and your Naga.
Yeah, farewell, my friend. You've served me well.
Reptilian Vasky! We're gonna declare effect.
Yeah.
We will proceed to battle phase. I'm gonna attack your alien gray.
More like alien gay, am I right?
We'll go to main phase 2. I'm
Thank
going
you.
to set one additional monster, and I will pass it back to you. We're starting to gain control of the board. The problem is I have barely any life points left.
Yeah. This is annoying. I have plenty of draws that do it, but I'm not finding them. We're just gonna tribute to the doomed Zavasky.
Alright.
And God, I have to pass on that. God, there's no way I lose this game, right? Like, it can't happen.
So
It just can't.
yeah, I'm gonna go Upstart Goblin to make it
Oh.
just, that much harder.
Just think, 3 more of those, and you could activate Life Equalizer.
And unfortunately, I really can't afford to switch Mother Grizzly to
You
fucking
really
attack
can't.
mode.
It's not big enough. Alright, that will do it, E-Telly.
Okay.
I will summon this guy. It's that guy, you know that guy.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Mysterious Triangle the Grizzly.
Yeah, so you can destroy Mother Grizzly.
And summon a guy.
Alright.
And after 10,000 games, I will synchro summon Dark Strike Fighter.
On special summon, I will Book of Eclipse.
Alright, I mean, that does it. That keeps you in it
We're
somehow.
still here. We're still
Wait.
here, baby.
God, I mean, end phase, I guess I'll draw one card. Go ahead.
God damn
There's
it, I
actually
really
no way.
could have used... I could have, like, really enjoyed it not being that... Well, actually, that's pretty much fine. I'm gonna flip summon Gale Lizard.
Fuck off!
If
What
Gravekeeper's Guard is so good, why did they never print Reptile Gravekeeper's Guard?
We are
Alright,
just gonna be finding dog shit Gravekeeper's Gods forever.
I'm gonna normal summon Krebons, and we're gonna sync up. It's all coming down to this Iron Chain Dragon, baby. I don't love that you're gonna get to damage equals reptile here, but I really can't afford to not
I
start
literally
getting
don't. It
damage.
has to be a battle involving a reptile.
Oh, okay. So that happens, and then you're gonna mill 3 off the top of your
Yeah,
deck.
I suppose I will.
Okay.
Decent ones.
Yeah.
Come on. There are still draws that do it. God, that's not one of them immediately. Ugh. There's no way I lose this.
Oh my fucking god. I don't have anything more impressive than just Iron Chain in.
Alien Gray, get a counter.
Okay.
And I will draw one card.
We will set a monster, and pass.
Are you shitting me, dude? There's just no way. It is just not possible. I will set 2 and pass.
Battle, get in there?
2,500, yeah, I guess I'll take it.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Much closer than I ever expected it. I might fucking deck you out at this point.
Yeah, it ain't that far off. God. It's alien brain into alien brain with no monsters. Are you kidding me?
Fucking shit!
If I drew any monster in my deck, any of the
Holy
last 3
shit.
turns,
I
won.
really was not sure if,
Oh.
like, being that aggressive with, like, attacking the alien Naga into your Stardust Dragon ages ago in order to summon Reptilian Vasky was, like, the ideal play, because it just set me so low. But I really just, like, was in this weird, like, this, behind you in terms of resources, and I really needed to take
Yeah.
a risk, and in the end, it just barely paid off.
No, I was so close so many times. The Book of Eclipse is even the only back row left in the format that beats Dog Strike Fighter.
Yeah,
Sad life.
yeah, really fascinating game of Yu-Gi-Oh! My
God.
goodness. It's been a while since we had a game go to the wire quite like this.
I guess it has. Game 2, though.
Game
Game 2 I'm
2.
stomping. Don't even worry. There is no fucking way we lost that. We were so close. In so many ways. So many times. Whatever. I'm gonna open some Absolute Powerforce. Looking for Widespread Dud. Positive Consonant is actually really funny. That enables White Stone of Legend. Hold up. Second Vasky, also kinda nice. Can we find... We can. Okay. Pulling the Widespread Dud is good. That card is playable in this format, so I'm happy to at least have a copy. And let's hope we can get more. I can win these games, damn it.
When I fucking tell y'all that I did not think we were getting out of that, that is one of the all-time closest games in the history of Double Progression Trouble. And if I were Sophie, I would be furious right now. We're gonna try to win another game to take the episode and try to make it a little bit less close. And getting 4 packs of Absolute Powerforce in addition to the ones we already have is pretty good. Nothing we're looking for in here, though. Pack number 2. Once again, nothing super interesting. Can we find that Reptilian support card that we've been looking for? It doesn't look like it, but third copy of Widespread Dud is almost as good, actually. That's really solid. We'll save this draft to the collection, and that Widespread Dud is going in the deck. Well, that was very much a game that I did not think I was getting out of. We will see how this one goes. Ideally, I'd like to take a game a little bit more cleanly than that, but we will certainly see. Alien has some really strong support cards right now.
No, the Alien is sick. You haven't even seen all the goo I got in here. And I'm hoping it's actually gonna work this time. get the last 100 points of damage there.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I think we start off pretty low-key here. I think it's just gonna be a set and pass.
Alright, I will draw. Alright, this hand does stuff. And the first thing it does is summon Alien Warrior.
Okay.
I will hit. Show me the Naga.
I'm gonna show you the Gale Lizard.
Yeah. You know, why not? Why not? Why not, you know? Why not?
You won a game off of me with Hane Hane. I don't want to hear it.
That did happen, that's true. Shout out to Hane. Alright. Defeat my back row.
We will see if I can defeat your back row. Here's Krebons.
Kreb!
It's the old Kreb. You got anything for me?
Nah, okay, Kreb, that's fine.
Alright, nothing else for now.
Excellent. I will summon Alien... Why did Emperor Stove show up? Hold up.
Is Emperor Stove, streaming right now? That would be
no
really
idea.
goddamn funny.
Hi, Stove.
Stove, as soon as he arrived, he's gone like a shadow in the wind.
He just had to see the Krebins, you know? He had to know that we're still Krebin.
He saw that you were still on Alien and was immediately noped the fuck out of this.
I'm gonna make you pay 800.
Yes you are.
And then main 2, I will set one down and it's back to you.
That's a weird one, but that's okay though. I am going to set 1, set 2, and pass.
Sure. I will draw for turn here. That's also not bad, but we don't need to get too spicy about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to battle. We're gonna attack the face down.
It's Naga!
Oh, what a shock, what a surprise. That puts Alien Warrior at 0.
Yeah, I'm sure that your lack of normal summoning doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. I mean, I'm not tributing it, if that's what you want.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tune it off.
Man, I wish I was that good. I'm just gonna set one and pass.
Okay. Stand by main. And... You know what, I'm not gonna overthink it. I am going to tribute Reptilian Naga as well as your Alien Warrior in order to summon...
Cool.
Reptilian Vasky!
And I will activate Ye Olde Solemn Warning.
Okay. That's 2k out of your life points. That's not the worst thing in the world. Especially because I can go, Reptilian Spawn.
Yeah, that's alright, just summon some dudes.
I'm gonna banish, probably should banish the Vasky because I can limit reverse the Naga later. We're gonna summon a couple of tokens, and then I'm immediately gonna tribute those tokens to summon another Vasky! Here I thought drawing 2 of these would be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's decent, that's alright.
Alright, Vasky attack!
Behold, Naga!
Oh, son of a bitch. I haven't used its effect yet this turn, so I can just immediately... I don't love that it's at 0 attack, but I can just go, destroy Naga here.
That you can, that you can.
My board isn't looking too impressive at this point, though. It's back to you.
It certainly is not. I can tell it's not impressive because Alien Skull beats it.
Alright.
Alien Skull, how owned do I get by Alien Brain? Like a little owned, for sure. But that's fine. I'll get owned.
Yeah, we'll own you with Alien Brain.
Figured. Had to get through it eventually. It's back to you, unfortunately.
Alright, we're just gonna go to battle and attempt to get in with both.
Yeah, I'll take it all. 28's fine.
Main phase 2, just thinking about whether or not I want to sync off here. You still haven't used your tribute to the Doomed, though, so I don't think I do. We'll just set one and pass.
Excellent. I will draw. Alright, in this position, I think I will just set a fella, and I'll set a fella, and it's back to you.
Alright, main one, battle, alien skull, attack!
It is Alien Gray.
Okay.
So things are I'm gonna put an A counter on your Krebins, and also I'm taking my fucking skull back.
Yeah, sure, why not? That works.
And I'll draw the, Alien Gray effect.
Alright, main 2, I will set 1 card, and it's back to you.
Draw for turn. That is almost insane, but it's only alright. So I think in that case, we're gonna keep things nice and simple. It is time to crab.
Solid, solid.
Every day I am crabbing. Battle phase.
It's just gonna be 1600.
I'm gonna do my best to crab your crab.
Alright.
Seems good. I ain't synchroing. What the fuck am I gonna do? Summon a vanilla? Go ahead.
Okay. Standby main. We are just going to... At some point, I'm going to run out of life points for Krebons.
That is the thing that happens when you lose life points.
Yeah, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but... I don't think there's much I can do about it right now. I'm just gonna set and pass.
Seems good. I will draw. Oh my god, what a draw that is. So what way do we want to do this? Alright, you know what? I really want to do it this way, so that's what we're gonna do. Instant fusion.
Okay.
I will summon Musician King from my extra deck.
Yeah, that is fine by me.
And you know what? We're using all the cool synchros today. I'll tune my Krebins with my Spellcaster type Musician King, and I will synchro summon Arcanite Magician.
Alrighty, that's a pretty fucking good card, I am sad to say.
It gains 2 spell counters, and once per turn I can remove 1 to pop a card. I'm gonna pop your set monster.
That's my Naga.
That is what we like to see. And I think in this position, I'm actually gonna pop a back row. We're just gonna pick randomly here. This one.
No! That was my tech to end the game. It's Fairy Wind.
Oh god, yeah, that was close.
you were really fucking skirting the edge. I was very excited when I saw that instant fusion.
Oh yeah, I'm way down here, but we ain't out of it yet, baby. And we are going to be in it after all. I am going to, because I have not normal summoned yet, tribute off the Arcanite Magician for Alien Overlord.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna place an A counter.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Get fucking A'd. I will attack with Skull.
I will pay the 800.
And what attack with Overlord.
And that'll be 800.
And I'm just gonna pass on that, I'm chilling.
End step we will limit reverse, bring back Naga.
Sure.
Standby main.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're just gonna try for it. Naga, get into Alien Skull.
Alright, this is very funny. I'm going to Changing Destiny. Would you like me to take 0 or you gain 0?
I guess that I am going to be gaining 0.
Let's go!
But this is gonna go to defense mode. That's actually quite rough for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we can...
Oh, actually, the Naga gets destroyed because of Limit Reverse now. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, that's true. That's actually a little bit better for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see it. I can't deal damage over it now.
We will go to main phase 2. And in the position I am in, I'm gonna switch Krebon's to defense mode. I'm gonna set one card and pass it over to you.
But once again, this one is coming down to
really
it.
close games between the respective reptile archetypes in this
Indeed.
format.
Alright, Jess, here's the question. You can beat 2 A counters, but can you beat 3?
That's a good question. Krebons will get a third A counter.
Alright, don't mind me, just taking a look-see. We are just gonna battle. We'll just send Overlord into the face down.
It's Reptilian Gardna.
Figured.
So, with Reptilian Gardna, I will add from my deck to my hand. I guess we'll grab the third Gardna.
I'm not sure. So, given that we crashed in the Naga earlier, I'm guessing you have Vasky 3 in hand? That would make sense. I'm gonna go main 2 here. I am... Pod decision. I will just set 1 and pass.
Okay, standby main. I am going to normal summon Reptilian Naga.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go to battle, attack into Alien Skull.
I am alright with that. Take 16.
Sweet. And then in the battle phase, I'm gonna emergency teleport.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We're gonna go Krebons and try to hit for game.
I have been waiting a long time to do this. I will tribute my alien skull to activate Planet Pollutant Virus.
Ah!
Destroying all of your monsters without A counters.
Without A counters?
Without.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
Yep.
That is bad for me, as they say.
And for the next 3 turns, every monster you summon gets an A counter.
Okay. I'm not sure there's gonna be many turns at this point.
I am not sure either. Alright, awkwardly, you know, much like last game, I don't have a second monster to out this Krebins. But we can, you know... Overlord, wah.
Alright. It may shock you to know I will not be paying for Krebons.
That's nuts. In main phase 2, I think, what is gonna do this to be safe? I'll normal summon X-Sable Casual. There's a guy, baby. It's a guy that makes the Stardust Dragon.
Alrighty.
And I'll set and pass.
Take enough starts.
Oh, why thank you. I think I will.
We are going to set 1 and pass. Here's how Jesse can still win.
I mean, the way you still win is Gale Lizard, let's be honest. Or you've only used... There's no way you have 2, right? That's impossible. It can't be. Alien Telepath.
In the Reptile deck? Yeah, no way I'm running 2 copies of that card.
Stardust. Kill.
Yeah, you got it. It's just another skill up.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. These
what
are
a
some
fucking
close
match.
ones.
Holy shit.
My god. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way I could have played that differently. The problem with this deck that I'm playing is that, like, all the guys individually are weenies, and you really need to draw your 2-card combos, or you're, like, in trouble.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, playing with my dick with Krebons for half the
You
game.
really were. You really were dick plan. Ah, that man had so many A counters.
Alrighty, this is it.
We're doing it, chat. We are doing it. We are doing it for real, and we get packs for doing it. The packs don't have anything good. I don't want to talk about it, chat. I just don't want to talk about it. Let's put that into the collection and go win game 3. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm very nervous.
I know,
These decks
dude,
are
what a
really
fucking match.
These decks are really closely matched.
Yeah. I assume I'm
Because
going
like on
first?
one hand are my little guys who stay on the field to make your guys tiny, and on the other hand are your guys who stay on the field to give A counters to my guy and do shenanigans. So
Yeah.
like similarly on reptiles and also a similar playstyle.
Yeah.
And
I've
I am
even
gonna be
got
going
the sick
second. I want
match.
that extra
I
card.
figured. I mean, I've got some good back row in here. Let's see if I can open it. That is relatively mid. Nothing too special. It's just an alien warrior and one back row.
Alright. So, I, on the other hand, am gonna do one set and 3 back row.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh
Yep,
boy.
yep, yep.
That is decent. Standby main.
Alrighty.
So what if Kreb?
That's a Kreb. That is very much the Kreb.
Let it be known that I have Kreb. I will battle.
Okay.
Kreb.
It is a Reptilian Gardener.
Oh, that's not nice. Krebin's got me paying 800 on my own turn now. Alright, main phase 2. I'll just set another and pass it back.
Okay. It's another set and pass.
Dang, it sure is, isn't it? It sure
It's
is.
funny how these decks do have very slow starts, but very explosive finishes.
Yeah. Interesting one. But into 2 sets, I'm a little spooked. Kreb going.
Kreb is going to 0.
I figured. The Kreb has been shrunk. It is a shrunken Kreb.
It is a little baby Kreb.
Little baby boy Kreb. Alright, main phase 2. There's something I could potentially do. Which is potentially good, but also potentially extremely stupid. I think I'm just going to pass.
Okay. Standby main. And Sophie, I'm gonna get a little bit aggressive here. I'm gonna switch Reptilian Naga to attack mode. And furthermore, I'm gonna switch Reptilian Gardener to attack mode.
Sure,
I'm gonna attack Naga into Alien Warrior.
That is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1800, it's gonna drop to 0.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to attempt to crash Gardener into Alien Warrior.
Yeah, I guess this does work if we're using rulings at the time. But they changed it at some point, so 0 attack monsters don't crash, but I think that was after 5Ds.
Yeah. We can double
we
check
want to be
that if you
technical
want.
about it.
I think it's weird that 0 attack monsters can't crash.
Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense, but yeah, I'm almost certain in 5Ds it did work that way, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Alright, so that's gonna be Reptilian Gardener, and we will be adding from deck to hand. What if Dark Arm Dragon but searchable?
Very true, very true.
And next up, still in the battle phase, I'm gonna limit reverse.
Okay.
We're gonna try to attack into Krebons.
Alright, I see the play. I see the fucking maneuver.
Are you not paying?
Oh, right, no. Do I even pay?
That's actually a pretty good
No,
question.
I legitimately don't pay. Paying's bad.
Okay. Then I am just going to resolve Gardener second time. And with that, damn, I gotta say, I was only playing one copy of Viper because I think it's kind of bad in most situations, and then I sided it out for some tech, but now I'm regretting that I wasn't playing just the one Viper for this play exactly.
Sad.
That's okay, though. We still have things we can do, and by things we can do... I mean, we're just grabbing another Naga.
I mean, grounding a Naga is pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll go to main phase 2, and I actually think I am going to pass it here with the knowledge that, like, if you just attack into my Naga, you know I'm gonna tribute your monster.
Yeah, that is scary. Naga, unfortunately, giving me some stuff to think about here.
Oh, fuck me, I could have tributed off your Krebons. Oh, it doesn't really
That's
matter.
why we didn't pay.
Yeah, I have realized that exactly now.
Alright. I gotta think. If we do... Yeah. You know what? You have Vasky in hand. That's terrifying. I'm just gonna try to do a bunch of shit before you can do it. That's the plan.
Okay.
Our normal Ammonite.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chain Link 1, Ammonite target warrior. Chain Link 2, dog.
Okay. Those maneuvers are fine by me.
I'll put 2A counters on your Naga.
Gasp. Now it's gonna lose attack when you attack it.
It will. Or will it at all? I will remove 2A counters from your Naga to special summon Alien Overlord.
Ah, that's a pretty big board.
It is. I will activate Overlord, put an A counter back on your Naga.
Cool.
Battle phase. Ammonite in.
That's gonna be 500.
Warrior in.
That's gonna be 1800 in.
Dog.
And that's gonna be 1500 in.
And at this point, Mysterious Triangle.
Destroy one monster on the field. Ooh, that is stinky. Sophie, unfortunately, I think I need to make the worst play of all time here.
Yes. Show it to me.
I am going to activate Book of Eclipse.
Yes!
You are going to, in real life, Card of Sanctity.
I really am. Alright.
My god, alrighty. That is not ideal for me.
Without effect. I will go to end phase and draw 4?
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal in some ways.
It is not.
Alright. So, let's see, what the hell am I doing about this? We can do some stuff, though. We're not, like, out of the, game completely yet. We're just in trouble. I have to think, about how I want to go about this, though. Okay, so I think the play is, we are going to flip summon Reptilian Naga. Next up, I'm going to normal summon Mother Grizzly.
Mama.
We will go to battle phase. I'm going to attack Mother Grizzly into Alien Warrior.
So that's fine. Warrior dies, but it puts 2 counters on Mother Grizzly.
Alrighty. Destroyed it. So we will, to preserve our life points a little bit, we're gonna go Naga into Ammonite.
That's fine. Ammonite will go to 0.
We'll proceed to main phase 2. I'm going to tribute my Naga and your Ammonite. We'll bring out the Vasky, declare its effect, take out Alien Overlord.
Sure.
I am going to set 1 card, and you're up 12,000 cards and 10,000 life points.
That I am, and I'm gonna get more cards. In your end phase, I'll activate Reinforced Truth.
2 level, 2 or lower walk to deck. Sure, okay.
I'll summon my little friend, X-Saber Peshul. And then I'll draw for turn. Wow. Wow. This is a goddamn thinker of a game.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we try this. I will remove 2 A counters from Grizzly and summon Alien Overlord.
Alrighty.
We will Overlord put a counter on both monsters.
Okay.
We will put this dog in attack position. I will enter battle. I'll go Overlord attack Mother. And you're gonna be losing 300 attack during this damage calculation, don't you know?
I'm gonna be honest, I am not. We've already gone this far, so I think we're just gonna go all the way. I chain Book of Eclipse.
Alright, sure.
This time it's a little bit better, because you actually have to discard.
Do I? Like, do I?
Because it's during the end phase.
Yeah, but I can set my whole hand beforehand.
Oh,
Is the
yeah,
thing
yeah,
about
yeah.
it?
So that's, yeah, okay. So maybe not so much.
Yeah, this has as many face-down monsters your opponent controls as possible. I'm setting another.
Okay.
I will go to end phase, and we will go... I will draw 4 again. You know, sometimes I'm not that angry that I only own 1 Book of Eclipse, you know?
Oh, it's keeping me in the game.
For now.
Essentially. Alright, alright, we're gonna flip summon Vasky. We're gonna...
Alright, shockingly, I drew some outs in my 18 draws. I will select in the Vasky.
Ah, son of a bitch. In that case, I am going to...
Oh, also, I take 1,000 damage and you'll stand by from Pajul. I forgot.
Yes. And, unfortunately, I think I have to end it there.
Yeah, and speaking of ending it there, I think this should just about do it. I will tribute Alien Overlord to activate Deck Devastation Virus.
What the fuck is this?
I didn't know I had this until today, but apparently.
Alright, fuck you, I'm banning this card. I didn't mean to quit that duel, but I am really mad. Yeah, really fucking obnoxious way to end a really good match. I don't have much else to say. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
look, I will say, I had lethal 15 times over without the deck dev.
Did you have, lethal through a, Naga?
I had Dog Strike Fighter access.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, once I had to, like, use multiple copies of Book of Eclipse, that was probably it. But yeah, so we're gonna fucking ban Deck Devastation Virus, and furthermore... I'm trying to figure out if I want to use my extra ban to deal with, Tribute to the Doomed, because that is also an annoying card.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I want to ban. There's a few options here. It's actually kind of a tough decision.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of very strong cards in this deck. I really appreciate that you don't have a good win record in DPT, but there are certain decks like Six Samurai and Frogs and Aliens that you just always win with.
Yeah, all I'm doing is playing the decks I won with GX and getting more wins. Like, you better watch your fucking ass when Shien comes out.
Is that 5Ds or is that Zexal?
That's 5Ds.
Okay.
It's like, it's gonna be the last episode.
But yeah,
Man.
Reptilian, pretty good deck. I think just playing straight up Psychics might be better, to be honest. I think that might just still be the best deck in the format, given that we now have Dr. Cranium, but not terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Psychics are good, but like Reptilian is crazy deck still. Like, Vasky is an unbelievable boss monster. Naga is a piece of shit of a card. Like, Alien Brain is just, like, the most unbelievable battle trick in the world.
Yeah, Alien Brain is very scary. If
Yeah.
if you didn't have this random fucking deck a destruction virus, that would be in the running for sure.
Listen, I'm considering banning it, honestly. Like, I have a bunch of thoughts here, right? There's an argument to ban Vasky. You looks like have three. I have two, I think, which is close. But the card is crazy. There's an argument for Alien Brain, which obviously we were both playing, but is also a card that is potentially strong enough to just make it feel bad to not be playing reptiles, because you are just choosing to make your opponent not have to worry about Snap Steal when they attack. And the other possibility is Gale Lizard, because god damn it. It is only a one of though.
No, I have three of them.
God damn it, I have to ban Gale Lizard. Oh my
I
god.
didn't max out. I didn't max out on Gale Lizard because this deck already has a problem of like half the cards in the deck are like sets. Like it's very difficult to be proactive with this deck, and that's the
Yeah.
element of it that I don't really like. I have to like always be relying on you attacking into my monsters exactly.
Yeah, that's like, because I tested Reptilians a bunch, but the reason I ended up going with Alien over it is just the fact that, like, I think Alien is a brickier deck. It's not as consistent, its plays aren't as, like, universally good, but, A, I think it abuses Alien Brain even better than Reptilian, and B, if you find the power plays, you can just go way more aggressive than Reptilian can.
Yeah, and I'm very happy to help you find the power plays by drawing you four cards.
Yeah, that was alright. That was alright. I am kind of sad I didn't get to summon this guy. I think Gap is just such a cool card. Like, I was siding in, like, Gaps and the deck dev against Reptilian specifically to flip all those Nagas and Gardeners face up, but
Hmm.
didn't end up finding it. So he's just hanging out.
What a weird name. More like Thigh Gap.
So true.
The reason that I'm only playing 7 cards is that I don't have 15 usable extra deck monsters.
Wow. That is
You fucking
shocking.
you fucking ban my Goyo Guardian, and this deck doesn't really like instant fusion because like
True.
yeah, again, I just like a lot of the monsters are like not proactive in like stuff that you set, and like the tuners that do exist, like Viper, are like things that you want to be doing something else with.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
without
fair.
Goyo, I really don't have a huge number of generic synchros at this point.
Yeah. I have a
I
decent
did
amount.
pull a new generic synchro. I pulled 2 copies of the ultra rare Splendid Rose.
Incredible.
Which is actually, whenever I was talking about thinking about multiple decks, between Splendid Rose and the fact that I pulled 3 copies of Spore and I have 2 copies of the Plant Mirror Force, I'm very close to like constructing something with the plants in my collection.
Listen, it's good. Splendid Rose, like, if you can play plants, it's a pretty crazy card.
Yeah,
And, like,
it's essentially plants version of Reptilian Medusa.
yeah. But what was I gonna say? Right, yeah, if we're talking polls, I got some interesting stuff. I also got some synchros. I got, the worst Sino Dragon. Just a dog shit ass card, but it's a level 8
Oh,
with more attack than Stardust,
I
so.
think I got this as well and just like completely forgot to play it.
Oh yeah, it's dog shit. It sucks ass.
Because I already have a level 8 that's a beater.
Yeah. And this one's actually kind of interesting, though. We got the Infinity Doom
Ooh,
Dragon.
that's actually a pretty good card.
Yeah, this
Um,
card, like, if you can get it out, is
yeah,
like
yeah, I
removal.
wonder if there are any Darks type tuners in the format other than like
I
all of them.
wonder. I wonder.
The funniest pull is the fucking majestic red dragon.
Oh
And
yeah?
if you're wondering if I found a copy of Majestic Dragon, the answer is no.
We're in the same boat. Jess, do you want to know something?
What?
So you remember how I pulled 4 Majestic Stars, 3 of which were Ghost, right?
Yes.
I pulled an Ultra Rare and a Ghost Rare Majestic Red,
What
then
the
opened my
fuck?
2 packs for winning game 2 and pulled another Ghost Majestic Red.
That's
I
even
cannot
worse than
stop doing this.
That's even worse than Majestic Star Dragon. You instead of missing one card to summon it, this time you're missing two cards.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. I don't know how I keep doing this. Can't complain too much. I did get one other good pull. I did. I didn't have space to put more joke cards in my extra deck, unfortunately, but I did find Drill Warrior. So, like,
Ooh. Drill
I
Warrior
just,
is
like,
not a joke card. That's like an actual card.
yeah. By joke cards, I mean cards I can't summon in this deck, I should say. Drill Warrior's crazy.
Yeah, Drill
But, yeah, no,
Warrior
I
is a
have
great card.
a very solid quick draw package now, if I can find a deck that can generate the 1s and 2s to go into it. I almost played Reptilian quick draw with, like, spawn and stuff.
I like am suddenly very grateful you never found 1-for-1.
I know, dude, I would be going nuts with 1-for-1. I'd be going more nuts if I had Majestic Dragon, but I don't know. I can't complain too much. I'm just happy I got to play an alien deck that actually, like, used alien cards.
Yeah,
That was
rather
cool.
than fucking just Go Giga, rather than Gaga Gigo Turbo. This is significantly less annoying than the last time I played against aliens, I will say.
This deck is so cool. Mysterious Triangle is just like if Offerings to the Snake Deity was bad, but still kind of good, but bad.
I don't think this card is bad at all. It's essentially a +1.
Oh yeah, oh it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's no Icarus attack.
Yeah, sure, but like Mysterious Triangle is a card that would also be like a possibility to ban if like fucking Deck Dev wasn't here.
Yeah, Triangle's crazy. Like, Deck Dev is what finished Game 3, but what got me there initially is Mysterious Triangle exactly letting me put out just 10,000 damage on turn 2.
Yeah, Mysterious Triangle just like Mysterious Triangle I had to Book of Eclipse or I would have just fucking lost to this card killing my monster.
I mean, that puts me at what, like 2 and 6? Is that the record now?
2 and 5.
Oh baby, let's go. Let's go. Two out of 7.
Yeah, which is like, there's not 1/3 yet. You're not at the gauge, win rate yet.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I got some more sauce. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you got the drill warrior, so you do have other stuff that you can play. But yeah, I was, really strongly, considering playing just the pure psychic deck because I do genuinely think that's probably just the best deck in the format. I was tooling around with plants and I was also like strongly considering just straight up playing water. Just like all the strong water cards that are in my collection, because like now we got Ronin Totem. I have like the playsets of all the frogs that are remaining. Mother Grizzly feels like a problem. Mother Grizzly
Honestly.
feels like I like the idea of us unbanning cards if they add something to the format, like stuff like Mausoleum of the Emperor and Future Fusion and Masked Dragon. Like that adds a little bit of spice, but I think Mother Grizzly might just like make historically powerful archetypes more powerful. I thought that it wouldn't be a problem because I figured those historically powerful archetypes would have better ways of searching, but like if we're resetting the card pool every arc, that's not really the case.
Yep, more searching is good, it turns out, but you do bring up something interesting here, which is that, holy fuck, there are a lot of playable decks right now.
Yeah,
Like, yes, I think the format might be good.
Yeah, this is like one of the first times in living memory that we had a lot of different options. Um I I even have like stupid things that I was considering. Like when I say water deck, I'm saying like I want to run my 3 copies of Umi with the new removal spell monster.
Let's go. No, there's so much stuff. Like, right, like, just even after this ban list, I think decks I would consider playable. It's like Psychic, Reptilian, Alien, Frog Monarch for sure. There's fucking some kind of Blackwing good stuff pile I think is probably still playable. Shura and Bora are crazy.
Yeah, but
Like,
unfortunately,
there's so much.
unfortunately, I only have one copy of Shura, so the Blackwing pile at this point is really inaccessible to me specifically.
I ain't too mad about that. But yeah, no, dude, this is why I love the 5Ds era. There's so many good decks. There's a bunch of funny, mediocre decks that are around too that aren't totally unplayable. Like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is a we this series might be peaking right now, which seems silly to say based on last episode, but this was a good one. This
No,
is
this was
yeah.
incredible. This
This,
is one of the best matches we've ever had, I think.
I cannot agree with that based on how it ended, but yeah.
Hey, come on. I said the deck dev at that point could have been anything.
But it wasn't. If you had beaten me with something other than deck dev, I would have agreed with you. But like you used the shittiest version of it.
That's fair, that's fair. Dark Strike Fighter lives another day, folks.
Dark Strike Fighter once again doesn't do shit.
Dark Strike Fighter would have won that game too.
Um, the game. Wait, what? You didn't summon Dark Strike Fighter in Game 2. You won with something else.
Oh, I'm in that game too, referring to Game 3.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it didn't do shit because you used a different shitty card.
Fair enough.
Thank you one and all for joining us on another episode of Double Progression Trouble. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are subscribed to Sophie Apparently. We will be live on twitch.tv/JessieJPlays on Saturday, March 11th. Until then, stay frosty, stay white like a synchro. Do you have anything to leave the people with?
Alright, listen, I'm bringing back a classic. Chat, tell me in the comments what alien is the most fuckable. I gotta know.
I really need to stop asking you this. I don't know what I expect from you.
I can never
But
think of
anyway,
anything, and then, like, you wanna fuck the cardboard?
and then, honestly, the correct answer to most fuckable alien is obviously Reptilian Vesky.
Correct.
That's it. That's the end of the episode.